or the hostage swung a wrench at him. It was a mess, but
Well, I mean, just out of curiosity, I mean, if the people that got held up claim stuff was stolen, but it wasn't found on either of the clients, I mean, wouldn't that just be the unlawful imprisonment and brandishing?
I can talk with the other officers who have more context and get their side of it. The way that I saw it and the way that it was kind of viewed to me was that stuff was stolen. I don't know what the other individual had stolen, or I guess what his possessions were. But I will go ask and find out and get back to you on that.
Okay. Yeah, because I mean, it's one thing for the people that were held up to say stuff got stolen, but if nothing was
Yeah.
found, then it's not really robbery.
Yeah. Okay. Let me go ask and go from there. I'll let you have a time to speak with him. Okay.
Okay, thanks.
Not a problem, Grace.
Appreciate you.
What are you saying?
Oh, hello, my savior. Wait a minute.
Okay, so with this man, yeah, I'm gonna charge him for the hawk. He's got to prove his innocence.
I have a quick question.
Yep.
Because I just spoke with Grace for a couple minutes. I'm letting her speak with Ishii.
Okay.
Were the lockpicks or money found off of Ivan?
No.
Okay, so
but I'm pretty sure he used the lockpicks. There wasn't $5,000, but he did get into a car during the foot pursuit, and he used lockpicks, and I think he broke them both. He got into a car 3 times and tried to lockpick him during a foot pursuit.
This is hard because Grace brought up a good point. She said, "Is it technically aggravated petty robbery, seeing as the possessions weren't found on either of the assailants?" Which I actually, I'm gonna be honest, I don't actually disagree with her.
Ooh, interesting argument. Interesting argument. Is there something
we didn't find any possession?
No, we didn't find money nor 2 lockpicks, but that's because we didn't find any lockpicks because, like I said, the guy got into a car and tried to lockpick it in front of me.
Oh, did they put the? Did they deposit the money inside of that place somehow?
I think they might have deposited it.
No.
No.
Oh, I gotta talk to Grace.
Oh no.
But at the very least, I can guarantee you, myself and Decker witnessed him get into a car multiple times and attempt to lockpick it.
Steering column, yeah.
Yes, I paced him while he was doing it.
What I'm trying to figure out
Also,
is
don't forget. All right, never mind.
The issue I'm having is seeing as we don't actually have the physical documentation. My question that I asked for floating is
I had 2 people at gunpoint who stated they were robbed, so I do have that.
We have 2 victims.
Witness statements.
We saw
multiple officers. Yeah.
But I mean, the guy used the lockpicks in front of me. I saw him get in the car and try and lockpick, and I searched him. I documented possessions. No lockpicks on his possession. So that there tells me he doesn't have there's nothing I can. It's.
Let me go talk to Grace real quick and let her know.
It's gonna turn into are we gonna subpoena this guy's bank records for a $500
I think we might have to.
Because I mean, if that's the route we'll go. I'm not, I'm not gonna back down from it. But at the same time, I don't understand how he would have even gotten somebody to take it. I don't know.
Let me go talk to Grace real quick. Oh my. 2 words. Fingal Dan. Dude. Hey Grace, can I have a quick word with you?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm probably gonna have to call for a second opinion on this unless you feel like this is suitable. I don't know how to feel about it. So the incident that occurred, the reason they're getting unlawful imprisonment is because the incident occurred at the Fleeca Square Bank, right?
Mm-hmm.
At the Fleeca Square Bank, both had guns, held up both of the victims. The victim claimed that lockpicks were stolen from him.
Mm-hmm.
And that money was stolen. Money or lockpicks were not found on either. However, what we are sort of figuring out and finding out was that one of the victims was there with the intention to deposit money. We've reason to believe that there's possibility they stole the money and deposited it themselves. And the other issue was during the foot pursuit with the other assailant, not my suspect, but the other assailant, is that they witnessed him attempt at 3 times try and lockpick a car, and they have reason to believe that he broke both of them. So they did witness him try and lockpick a car, so they know that he had lockpicks on him. But obviously
they can't prove that they were from the victim.
How would
he
we
could have had his own lockpicks?
How would we be able to prove otherwise, though?
I don't know, but I mean,
if he claimed that he stole them, or the victim claimed he stole them, we found him with them, and we see that he has them. How can we prove that those weren't originally already on him, right? Comparatively,
well, I mean, you would check for DNA, wouldn't you?
It's hard for lockpicks when stuff is. This is gonna sound weird. When stuff is stolen off of a person, DNA is a really weird thing to like work. I would agree. I would be inclined to believe you. But it's definitely like a dicey one. I'm not sure.
Well, I mean,
I'll call for a second opinion. That's
okay.
Welcome first time chatter.
I mean, I understand what they're saying, but depending on whatever sort of relationship the two people have, if they have a previous relationship, there's no guarantee that it wasn't for some other reason, and the person's saying that they stole stuff in order to get the aggravated robbery.
Yeah, I'll talk and see. I mean, I'll be honest. This whole thing's kind of just confusing, but I'm trying to get the pieces together. I'm giving you about as much as I can.
Yeah,
but
no, I get you. I'm just saying, I don't know who the victims were, so I don't know what their credibility is like, but it's not out of the realm of possibility that they're saying something got stolen that didn't get stolen in order to, hide some other issue between the groups or whatever.
Yeah. Let me go talk and see what I can figure out real quick.
Okay. Thanks.
That's my update so far.
Flop.
All right. Thank you.
I need to talk to you now.
Yep. Zester, oh my God. Everyone is pulling me in 7 directions. Hold on.
Duncan was calling
We
you.
all want you for the same reason.
Okay, what's up?
Okay. So, did you talk to her already? Did you explain anything to her?
Sort of, yes.
Because here's the thing, right?
The reason it was explained was because she asked, okay, and you found the possessions on the suspects, and I said, I actually don't know. And then I said no, and that's sort of how this all spiraled. So.
Okay, so that's fine.
How hardball do we want to play that?
If we want to play ball with her, we don't give the first-degree robbery charge because we didn't find anything robbed. Oh no. Well, if he didn't rob anything from the suspects, he's in possession of a firearm involved in a 9x AMGE.
Well, that's for him. I'm talking about my guy. My guy wasn't found with anything, and seeing as we didn't find anything on Mr.
either
Ishii,
of them. So it goes both ways.
So he's accomplice to an assault with a deadly weapon, false imprisonment. No, he gets the full false imprisonment charge. He did that himself. He gets assault with a deadly
false imprisonment. Wait, what?
Unlawful imprisonment.
Unlawful imprisonment. Sorry. Unlawful imprisonment. He gets that as his base charge, and then he's going to get accomplice to AWD because if we're not going to do the first-degree robbery, Ivan's getting charged for shooting, Ellie there. So, and he's going to face accomplice AWD, and that's it.
So
I think their lawyer may have accidentally cooked them.
What is Ishii getting? I just
Ishii. That's Ishii.
Right now, Ishii has 2 times unlawful and aggravated petty robbery. Those are his only charges at the moment.
Yeah, that's fine. My thing that I'm trying to do is I'm trying to move on with Ishii because he seems like the easier one to deal with here compared to Ivan. So Ishii,
we can't rush this though. With
right?
No, that's fine. But Ishii was GSR negative. He was photographed with the gun. He did not have the gun on him.
Yeah,
right.
The argument
gun wasn't in the car.
The argument from Grace was that, okay, did you find the stolen stuff? No. Which she brings up a valid point. No, we didn't. So what would Ishii be looking at?
So that's what I'm saying. If we're gonna, Ishii, right now, if Ivan's gonna look at a first-degree robbery charge, right? Because that's what Maple's talking about. because of Ellie getting hurt. It doesn't matter, even if it's the aggravated petty, whichever robbery charge you're talking about. If we drop the robbery, that's a blanket charge. Okay, it covers the other things that happened there. If we're going to drop that, then what Ishii's looking at is 2 times false imprisonment, and then he's going to get accomplice with AWD for Ivan shooting Ellie after she hit him with a wrench. Because he's on the scene, he's helping them hold them up, putting him in a situation where she swings a wrench because she's threatened for her life and gets shot.
Okay,
we're not going to, it's he doesn't get a free pass after that. So that, I mean, she's kind of giving him more time and fine, to be honest, if that's the way we're going to go with that.
Okay, so if I were to drop the aggravated petty robbery, he would be looking at accomplice to
assault with a deadly.
Assault with a deadly.
And 2 times false. That's it.
Okay,
or unlawful.
So just to be clear, yeah, no, Ishii didn't shoot, so he's just the accomplice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, actually, you know what? Jokes aside, the accomplice to AWD would actually be lower for Ishii anyway. I think.
There you go.
Yeah, I think. Let me move from Ishii so I can help you guys with Ivan real quick, because Ivan seems like a shit show.
Okay, wait. We need to make sure we're on the same page before you move. So we're not going to charge the robbery.
Well, I think the valid point of her asking if we actually have the physical possessions, because she also brought up, so that means you don't have fingerprints on the lockpicks either, which again,
we don't have the lockpicks.
We don't have the lockpicks, so I'm inclined to understand her statement on that.
That's fine. Ishii can get charged the way you're charging him. We don't.
But that means, again, like I said, I mean,
charge your guy. We're dropping the robbery. He's getting charged with assault with a deadly, 2 times false, and then hot gun. Is that what you're doing, Maple? Because that's up to you.
But here's the thing, right? Like I said, I saw him use the lockpicks in front of me.
Are you gonna?
I'm not gonna hide evidence, right?
No. It's officer testimony. No, of course not. I'm not saying that. I'm saying it's officer testimony.
Oh my god.
And that is worth more than the criminal's testimony. But it is going to be all circumstantial evidence of what you saw, because there is we have no physical evidence, right? So I agree with you that if you want to try and push the robbery via his possession of but they could also argue, okay, fine, he had those lockpicks. They weren't anybody from that scene. He just had lockpicks on him that day. They could argue that.
Yeah, they could easily articulate that he just had lockpicks on him, right?
You're ignoring a game mechanic.
He's just got to say, I bought those
I need you to
earlier
sit back and chill. We know what we're doing.
A case out of the water on that one, kind of. So, I mean, yeah, she might have a point there, Flop. It's going to be up to Maple if he wants to charge with what we just said, which would be now.
So we're dropping.
Looking at.
I'll give my vote on this.
Mm-hmm.
Without physical documentation of the evidence, which sucks, and I know it does. I do think going on what we can 100% prove on this is going to go a lot further than the argument of witness. That's my 2 cents on it. But again, Maple, that's entirely up to you. That's personally how I would follow through with this.
Yeah, and I mean, like I said, I mentioned earlier, we don't charge the robbery. I mean, if he never got charged for robbing anything, and he's now in possession of a hot gun as hot as this one, his goose is fucking cooked.
Stick him in the oven. Goose.
I mean, yeah. I mean, if he still had the hot gun, I mean, you could still go wild on Ivan.
Yeah.
It'll be up to yeah. That's gonna be the hot water for him to prove.
So right now on Ivan, I have 2 times unlawful imprisonment, reckless evading, resisting arrest, criminal possession of a firearm, and we're going to go with assault with a deadly, right?
Yeah. Yep. And hot gun.
And then the hot gun charges, which is 9 times AMGE.
Yeah, because especially if him and his accomplice are both going to say and take the defense from the robbery as we didn't rob anything, then that just puts that right on him. Then that blows his defense of that's somebody else's gun out of the water, because he's denying that he robbed that off somebody.
Did I put the wrong charge in? Wait, hold on. Assault with a deadly was what?
Yeah, you have accomplice to assault with a deadly.
Okay. Yep. Okay. So
wait, well, is it 1 times or 2 times?
Technically, it would be assault with a deadly and maybe reckless endangerment. I don't know.
Well, because Rami got hit, right?
We have 2. Oh, yeah, Rami did get hit. We don't have it in. Do we have it in Rami's statement that he actually got hit? Did he actually say that?
Oh, I don't think he said. I don't think he said so.
If we don't have it in a statement, then we can't charge.
So this guy is
saying we witnessed Ellie.
So this guy saying that he didn't rob him.
Yeah, the lawyers are saying they didn't rob him.
I know. But see what I mean, man? We're trying.
Hey, amigos, look, it's all making sense now. What you guys do. What you do.
No, definitely.
I'm happy you asked the questions though, because you'd be surprised how many.
Yeah, you're
like,
asking
that thought
important
process
questions.
is yeah. I love hearing that, man. That's what you need to have down here in the cells, right? Like it's easy out there to have the mentality of just throw cuffs on them, get them in here, charge them up. But like once you're down here, it needs to slow down. And you need to actually like give people their due process from our side. You know.
I just want to.
We know Rami was hurt on scene. We have his blood.
Yeah, we absolutely. Yeah. We saw him also putting a bandage on
Injured,
himself.
but he
so,
didn't.
Yeah, he was injured.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
we
cut
know
off.
he was injured.
I'm gonna cut off again.
Yeah, but it could have been Ellie swinging the wrench too. We don't know.
I'm gonna step in. Can I just get a thumbs up? Are we good with Makoto's charges on 2 times unlawful and 1 time
I think
accomplice
so,
assault
but
with
it's
a
up to
deadly?
Maple.
I'm just trying to determine if it should be 2 times or 1 time. I
Put
don't
it
know if
this
we have
way.
enough for Rami.
Yeah, I don't think we have enough for Rami, and I don't
His
think we can even
blood's
charge him
on
with
scene.
accomplice for the
I don't
AWD
care.
on Rami.
Whatever
because at that
Maple
point he was
wants
already
to
on the,
do.
well, no, we could. That's just nitpicking. That's just splitting hairs. We could. He was there. He made that scene a reality of why that happened. So yes, it's pushable, but I don't think we have enough to push it. The original charge on Ivan for Rami. I don't think so. Not without a statement in a medical report.
I don't think we have. Yeah, I don't think we have enough for Rami, but I think we have more than enough for Ellie.
Yeah, 100%. We had 7 cops watch her get shot. So
yeah. So okay. So yeah, then 1 time's assault with a deadly and 2 times unlawful imprisonment for.
I need all of Chad to just sit back, chill the fuck out, and watch the goddamn
good,
roleplay and stop getting fucking.
Yeah, go for
angry.
it, Fup.
All right,
and
okay.
and then and Ivan, I have the 2 times unlawful imprisonment, 1 time's reckless evading, 1 time's arrest, 1 time's criminal possession of a firearm.
Whoop. Sorry, I didn't mean to close the door on you.
No, it's okay.
Hey, Grace. Sorry, I want to try and wrap up one before the other. We'll come over here.
All right.
I'll make it brief, I promise.
Yeah, no. I'm not worried about the time.
So, you asked the initial question. You said, did we actually photograph the possessions that were stolen? And I said no. And you brought up the point that, okay, then it's the word of one over the other if stuff is stolen, which I actually agree with you on, and I made that point clear. So, what I argued was maybe it's not the fitting charge for Mr. Ishii. And I'm only talking about Ishii right now, just to be clear.
Yeah, I understand.
During the altercation, so the escalation that occurred was that they were not moved from one place or another.
You requested a lawyer.
Right.
Oop.
Presentation.
I mean, you could talk in front of me at the very least.
He gonna talk himself into charges. So, put simply, the kidnapping occurred at the bank, so it wouldn't be kidnapping. It would be that's what I'm getting to. It would be unlawful imprisonment because they weren't moved.
Okay.
The escalation that occurred was that one of the hostages did swing on one of the hostage takers, forcing him to shoot. Now, the escalation started because there was a gun held against this person's head. So the way that we're going about this is I'm dropping entirely the aggravated petty robbery.
Okay.
And I'm dropping it down for Ishii with an accomplice assault with a deadly weapon, which is actually a lesser charge. It's still a felony, but he is still looking at a lesser charge. So it would actually significantly drop down to 38 months and a $2,200 fine instead for Ishii.
Okay.
So, with that, you have to make sure you get his DNA.
It's already on file.
All right, wonderful. As for Ivan, have you spoken to him already?
Well,
Grace?
hold on. I want to work with Ishii first.
Okay.
And then all right.
Are you okay?
I'm hungry.
something,
I'm sorry. Low blood sugar.
Are you trying to take a bite out of her?
No.
Here.
Oh, okay.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Do you have any questions about the accomplice to assault with a deadly?
I don't have any questions. My client might though, so I'll go ahead and talk with him.
Okay. Do you want me there for that, or do you want to just go talk with him? Ivan's gonna be probably a bigger conversation. I want to focus on trying to get Ishii moved on with, because he's looking at the lesser of the two.
All right. Let me go talk to Ishii real quick, and then I can get back to you so you can wrap him up, and then we can focus on Ivan. Okay.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right.
I'll wait here.
Okay. Thanks.
I feel bad. I've been pushing Grace left and right, and I told her, I said, I want to focus on one. I want to get the easy out of the way so that we have time to focus on.
Oh, I mean, I think Ishii just gone and absolutely ruined Ivan's life.
I mean, listen, that's.
Why? What did she do?
Arguing that they never robbed him.
Oh, okay.
And so if they argues that,
That takes a
I
defensive.
mean, and we get his plea, Ivan, the argument now comes to Ivan. It was like, Ishii said he didn't rob him, and now this guy's saying he did rob him. If he argues that for the hot gun with the 9 times attempted murder of a government employee.
How dare you do your job? What even does that? I know. Listen, I just need people in chat to chill the fuck out. Honestly, I love you. I appreciate you all being here. I'm glad you're passionate. Just let the role play fucking happen, man. Nothing is more infuriating than people trying to question every little fucking thing that the police do, okay? I get it. There's sides to every story. We have to work with what we have in character. This is the norm with literally any situation. I appreciate you all being here. I'm glad you're passionate. I'm glad you're enjoying yourselves. Please do not jump down people's throats. I understand there's a game mechanic that lockpicks disappear out of an inventory. I understand that there are arguments to be made here. I promise you answers will be had. Just let things play out. Farmed over 100,000 in the last hour. Jesus. Everyone's playing Hades 2 today, man. What's going on with this Hades 2? I don't even like. I'm assuming it's got to be a good game. Everyone seems to be looking at it. When did this come out? Is this a new game? Oh, it just came out. I wonder why. This looks like a great Steam Deck game. Holy. I want to get this for the Steam Deck. I'll be right back. I just want to make sure that Grace is okay. Oh, they're talking. Oh, man. I just realized what he's still not looking at brandishing. No. Because he wasn't in.
No, because that's why they get the unlawful. They're
Yeah,
getting
yeah.
imprisonment instead of the branching.
I'll spend more time here.
Is it still going?
Yeah.
What happened?
Well,
Ishii argued that they didn't rob him,
I was speaking with Grace.
and we couldn't find any physical
We
evidence.
can't
of
prove it
robbery.
without the possession.
We
Yeah,
can't prove
so
it
I was
robbery.
explaining to Grace. She asked, she asked, were things stolen? I said yes. She said, were those things found on either individual? I said, I don't know. Let me go check. We don't have documentation of either the money or the lockpicks. And I said, okay, that's actually a valid point. So, seeing as they're claiming that there was no robbery that actually transpired inside the bank, it makes it more likely for Ivan's case and easier for Ishii's case on charges.
Okay, but the aggravated petty robbery doesn't involve taking items.
Let me read the charge.
It says the act of coercion through XYZ to take items of value. It doesn't say to actually take them. It just says to coerce somebody to give you items.
But that's the thing is that we need the proof that that was the reasoning.
Yeah, we have no items to prove.
We have no items to prove.
What I'm saying is that you
was what
don't.
they
They
were doing.
don't. You like, the way this is worded, at least.
You need to argue their intent.
If it goes to court, the judge doesn't say, "Well, what did they coerce them out of?" And
Yeah.
we're not going to have it.
The part that I looked at was the and/or. The or verbally stated with the use of weapons to take items of any value from another.
Here's the thing: if that's the route they want to go, Decker, then this guy's getting the hot gun charge, because then you know what I'm saying. He's throwing his friend under the bus by taking this offense.
So we don't have the lockpicks or the 5K. Yeah.
Mm.
The only thing with the lockpicks is we saw him get in the car and try and lockpick, but he didn't have any when I searched him.
Do not fucking tell me that he used that lockpick to the point that he broke it in the fucking ignition.
Yeah, it's pretty much the way that we see it, but because there's no documentation, it's yep.
Oh my
And we need to prove that
Yep.
those were that was a lockpick that he had on him and not one that we need to prove that he took that from Rami and not just had it on him. He really fucked himself by trying to lockpick that car during a foot pursuit.
That's fucking annoying. That's
yeah.
Did you see him go in the bank at all, Raditch? Like, did you see him use the bank to like deposit the money?
No, that's what I suggested too, but
that was their other conversation.
I mean, you can try subpoenaing his bank records and see if he put 5K in there.
Oh man, dude.
I'm gonna be upstairs, okay?
All good, brother. Dude.
Did Rami say which one took his money? Ivan?
I don't. It says Ivan came by to rob him, robbed Ellie, robbed Rami for $5,000 and 2 lockpicks. We don't have Ellie's statement though.
Chat. I want to be done with this. I want to move on.
I mean, a subpoena would be pretty easy to get, to be honest.
Like I'm gonna spend all my jail time.
Oh, sorry, guys.
Hi, Grace.
Hey.
Sorry.
So what's
I'm gonna
up?
ask you a question off the record, okay?
Okay.
Why the fuck is your client being an idiot?
Is my client being a what?
An idiot. This is off the record. We don't have to be professional.
Honestly, I don't know. Which of the clients are you talking about?
The one in the brown jacket, the one that's saying he had the hot gun on him the entire time.
Yeah, I don't know why he's saying what he's saying. He should be knowing better.
Are you advising him to tell the truth?
I've advised him not to say anything yet. Anything he's saying is on him, not me.
Okay.
Well, Flop, continue.
No, you're good. What was the consensus? I got no problem chalking him down with time and stuff. He regardless, the unlawful imprisonment, the 2 felonies are staying, and he's got to look at something for the altercation that occurred. And that was the best fitting charge. So
I understand that. He has asked me to ask you though about doing a different charge because he's the one apparently that got hit with the wrench, and he says he was unconscious when everything else happened. So he doesn't understand why he would be an accomplice to what the other person did. I understand it, but he wanted me to ask.
Have you seen the picture?
I have not seen any evidence.
I don't see why we can't show her a picture of her client holding a gun at somebody's head.
Sure, yeah.
I can.
That's up to Flop. This is
I was gonna say I think the idea here, and I think the articulation that I would make, and I think what most of us would probably feel, someone could call me out if they feel indifferently, is that in that situation, the events that transpired would not have occurred had they not held up those 2 people, right? Why are you calling me?
Yep.
Why are you calling me?
You said to call you out.
I hate you. You are actually
Come
fucking.
on. We
I
need
hate
to
you
get this show on the road.
so
and
much.
Yeah.
please,
Okay.
This is
Yeah,
only halfway through the
I
situation
explained
right
that
now.
exactly the same way that Flop did, but he insisted that I ask you. So
No, that's fine.
But yeah.
So the way that I saw it and the way that I think it is being viewed is that the escalation of altercation started with the unlawful imprisonment, and the fact that the individual was held against their will. What they did was stupid, and I think we can all agree with that. But It doesn't change the fact that the aggression started with these two individuals, and he did in fact have a gun.
That is how I explained that to him, and I will let him know that I was correct with that, and the charges are not changing. So
Okay.
no problem. I just promised I would ask him.
No, you're
I
all
knew
good.
what the answer was going to be. I knew what the articulation was and why.
It's
but,
all good.
know.
You can let him know.
Alright.
I'm willing to work with his time.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Can I ask, how come like these conversations don't happen like in the presence of the guy? I think like he's getting so fed up. Like if someone were to sit him down and
So-
talk to him, he just spill his heart out right now.
We have a little bit of a there's an attorney-client privilege, and typically there is a time when we do go over everything and have a more face-to-face conversation in front of the lawyers. We typically try and keep it away from their clients so that there is a little bit more of a disconnect, so that we can speak with their lawyers, their attorney, and they can speak with us freely, so that they can go over and kind of relay things in the way that the lawyer needs to, so that we're not coercing them into self-incrimination.
Okay, but so you guys are against like sitting him down and talking to him?
We're not. The lawyers are.
All right, Flop. He says he's ready to have us get this show on the road.
Okay, awesome,
Okay.
cool. Well,
So can he do that while I talk to you, Grace? About Ivan?
I mean,
Or you got to go over
I-
there with him?
I think I should, but as soon as I
make it
get
quick.
the guilty or not guilty, I'll come back to
Okay.
you.
All right, I'll be here.
Thank you. I
Alright,
love you,
thanks.
man. I really do.
all right, hello. Was this door locked for you the whole time?
Yeah, that was unlocked for me,
Okay, thank God.
I wish there were more.
so
All right,
I
brother.
could come back and forth.
No, you're good. I wanted to make sure that was actually unlocked because the door
Yeah, it
felt
was.
heavy for me.
Yeah, no, it was unlocked.
Thank you, man.
Alrighty, so Mr. Ishii, based on I guess the conversation obviously I had with Grace here, and based on obviously what has been relayed and discussed and spoken about, overall the consensus is the 3 charges that were spoken, the 2 times unlawful, and the 1 times accomplice assault with a deadly weapon. In total, that puts you at 43 months, a $1,960 fine, which I'm willing to, based on the time we've been here, give you a pretty drastic reduction as well. I'll drop it down to 20 months. This way, you're getting. How do you plead to those
Okay.
charges?
Not guilty.
Okay, awesome. We'll get you checked out there for that. I'll get you
All
built up,
right.
and I'll drop you down to 20 months. All right.
All right. Thanks,
You-
Flop.
Thank
not a
you,
problem.
and not thank you, Hakayaro.
All right, brother.
I'm gonna see that hair grow back, and then I'm gonna see it fall off again.
Listen, this hair ain't ever coming back with it. At this rate, this hair is staying bald forever. This head going to be a fucking
Okay.
egg.
An egg.
Yeah.
Then I have to peel that mustache off.
Please say hi to me. You haven't done that yet.
All right. I'll get you set up. All right.
Things, please.
All right.
All right, brother.
What your name was?
Flop to Gong.
Flop Dugong.
Yes, sir.
Bukurzo.
Boop.
Flop Dugong.
Good photo too, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. I gotta get you set up so we can try to help out your friend in the next 15 minutes. All right.
All right.
All right, brother. You take care.
See you.
All right, Ivan. I'm
Well,
sorry.
You know
Hi.
I love you, man. You know I love
Hey,
you.
hey.
It's been so long.
I know. Where have you been, man?
Man, it's been so much unfinished. I wish I could tell you all of this, but I think if I'm gonna start speaking and I'm still Mirandized, I'm gonna go to jail.
No,
forever.
yeah. Let's hold off on that. But listen. When you're out of this mess, I want you to reach out via 311, and I want to get some time to talk with you.
We need to, man. It's been so long.
It
You
has
lost
been a
your
while.
hair.
I lost my
What
hair.
happened?
The stress got to me, bro.
Damn, no wonder with the
I
city like that.
know. Dude,
At
it's
least you kept your
crazy out
mustache.
here. It's wild. Have you been staying out of trouble, or are you? I mean, obviously not today, but are you?
That's my first arrest, man, in 6 months.
Damn. Damn.
And the craziest shit, man. Like, listen, one time I decided to wake up during these hours, and look where it got me, man.
Hey, listen, I'm in the same boat with that. Okay, I find myself around these hours getting caught up in shit that I never wanted to. Fucking
Yep,
hell.
well, you know, we do things that we end up here. Listen, man, it's always good to see you, and I
Yeah,
hope
man.
you don't don't take offense to some of the stupid shit I say.
Hey, no, listen, Ivan, I'm all good with the fucker energy, okay? I appreciate you. Obviously, outside of the shit that's going on right now, if you ever need anything, you let me know, okay?
Thank you, man. I love you, man.
I love you too, dude. It's good to see you outside of this.
Doubt it. The problem is then the lawyer's gonna.
How did that go?
We coerce them to not be represented.
And I quote,
violate their
"Oh,
rights and
damn."
shit. It's one of those things where the lawyer has a beef. that
Okay.
we put them in here and they can say, okay, well, you know what, the client
Oh,
has
man.
hands of it, but if they think we coerce the client to not keep like if it's on the client, if that guy blurts out right now, I'm firing you, I don't want you as my lawyer, nothing's on us, then we can talk to him.
This is crazy. I appreciate you guys being here. If you do happen to be enjoying your stay, hit the follow button. Love to see you come back. If I seem like a mean motherfucker because I'm calling people out, I want to be clear. Not my first rodeo. Been doing this a long time. Things come up, things happen, altercations occur. We communicate and talk in character based on how our characters perceive situations, and we do what we can to make sure that we're making sense of situations. We are learning about something that you already know what happened. Does that make sense? When a hopper comes over and goes, why don't you call this person? Why don't you do a DNA swab on this? Why didn't you do this? Why well, I know that Rami did this, right? You're coming over and you're saying this based on something that I don't know in character. Shit, I don't even know at a character. But you gotta understand that there is a line to follow here to make sure that we are following through in character based on what we know with our in character knowledge. This goes further than just what you know and the chatters know versus what we know, right? We need to work off of what we have. And what we have right now is a situation that seems dicey and confusing. And it is frustrating when we are having, we're enjoying talking about this. We all love to sit here and talk in a circle about the hypotheticals of a situation. But when it comes to the actual act of the other shit, it does make it a little you get it.
Yeah.
So.
Then you have to tell them, look.
All right, my report's in. I'm out of here.
Oh wait, you going 42?
Yeah.
Yeah, good call.
Got a headache.
You're good. I'm gonna. I
don't know. Everybody's making this so fucking complicated.
That's what I'm saying. I every time I was like, okay, I was like, my guy is easy. I'm like, Ishii, let's focus on him. Let's get him done, taken care of. And everyone's like, yeah. So Ivan, I said, nope. Fuck Ivan for a second. Let's talk about Ishii for a minute, please. Let's get one moved on so we don't have to talk back and forth about two people. Let's get one done and move on with the other. And I tried expressing that, and unfortunately, it just became more complicated. I'll be honest, after about the third time we walked in a circle in that conversation, to myself, I'm like, I want to be done with this. So.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think hot charges not explicitly explained in the legislation.
I don't know if hot guns are specifically explained in legislation, but I feel like whenever hot guns are brought up, it's always like a fucking, oh my God, but can we prove? Just fucking charge them. If you have an actual reason
if you don't feel comfortable charging them, then don't charge them for it. We're allowed to do that.
Yeah.
We have our discretion not to charge people if we don't want to, or if we don't feel like
Abilene
it's enough.
Contralto had a gun planted on her, and I had enough evidence to state otherwise on charging her. And I spoke with two people from prosecution that were going to help prosecute the case with me, and we all came to a universal agreement that there was more doubt in this than there is not doubt.
Yeah, I don't fucking. Hang on, let me see if I can find something. This motherfucker.
It's all good.
I hate when people hang up phones on me. It's so fucking annoying.
I'm gonna step over here real quick. So the correlation here that needs to be kind of understood about hot guns. If a suspect claims that a gun is not theirs, and they claim that it was, they got it from somebody or whatever the case is, however they acquired the gun, if they claim it's not their gun, okay, we open the door to a conversation and a line of questioning. Where did you get the gun? The whole thing happens, right? Only at that point Do we have an opportunity to correlate their story to something that's accurate, to prove otherwise on their reason for possession? In most cases, when people don't complain about the gun or they don't mention the gun because they know that they're within possession of the gun, it is a very cut and dry, okay, hot gun, let's go. But if there's a claim to state otherwise that it's not your gun, then we need to step in and try and prove that their story is either true or false. And if we do not feel like we have sufficient evidence, then we charge them with the hot gun and let them appeal it later. Does that make more sense? I have a fucking headache. I don't know. A hostage situation at the Legion Square Lika Bank. Altercations were continuing before a gunshot was heard inside the bank. Units held off on opening fire. And learned that one of the hostages incapacitated one of the two hostage takers. The hostage incapacitated Makoto Ishii. Was loaded into a sports car with flowers on the side as the suspect, or as the primary assailant, Ivan Seleversov. He was chased for several minutes before the sports car attempted to squeeze into an alleyway and got stuck while attempting to stop the vehicle. Sports car that was used to flee was dumped in a pool in the backyard of a house off of Cougar Ave. Ivan fled on foot while Dugong collected Makoto from the passenger seat, who was still incapacitated. Dugong assisted in medical on scene while EMS made their way to Cougar Ave. Okay. Makoto was transported to CMC and received medical. Makoto was Mirandized by Dugong, placed in the back of Decker and Dugong's Taurus. Makoto, upon arrival at MRPD, requested an attorney. Grace Daniels represented both clients. After identifying photos of the suspects and discussing the altercation altogether, Makoto Ishii was charged as a primary assailant in the unlawful imprisonment As for the what was it again? Assault with a deadly. Units believe the altercation was heightened by the negligent actions of both suspects, leading officers to articulate that while Makoto was the victim in the attack by the hostage, or I'm going to say leading officers to articulate that while Makoto was the victim of was still partaking in open fire as Makoto was GSR negative. Okay. I fucking cannot believe how long that went. Holy shit. That was insane. That was fucking wild. I want to be done with this. Hi, chat. What's up, dudes? Get me out of this fucking room. That was a shit show. Come and get your love. Dude, that is so annoying. What's up, Vader? How you doing? Are we free? Jesus Christ. And it's 3 minutes till fucking reset. How you doing today, Vader? What's up, Sage? Stressing, how you doing? I have a headache after all the shit that just happened. Oh my god. Oh, and I also have to put in a report. God damn it. Let's go with incident. What's the incident number? 5770. Failed to serve a warrant on Rami El Rahim. After Rami was held hostage during an altercation at the Fleeca Square Bank. I have since been unable to speak with him in further detail as the altercation of 5 what would a good I'm trying to think of a good like Okay. Now we'll do this. Warrant. Let me look at the SOPs now. Sorry, dudes. I fucking can't talk to chat while doing all this paperwork. Hope you're all doing great, though. Baby, I love your way. Let's go check the SOPs and see what I could recommend. Take a look at the DAP system. The dreadful DAP system. Ooh. Let's see. Where are DAPs? All right. All right. Minor failure to submit an appropriate department mounted uniform, failure to follow chain of command, failure to follow SOPs, conduct and becoming an officer, moderate use of excessive subordination or failure to follow. It wasn't really misconduct. It wasn't. It was an accident. Would it be conduct unbecoming of an officer? Failure to submit or correctly complete paperwork on time. Conduct I don't know. What's up, Corey? How you doing? Oh my god. What a crazy day, dude. Too much going on. How's everybody's day going? How's your morning going? What's going on? Cardinal violation. Sorry, I'm just... All right, let's try and get back on the server. Please. Oh, 5M, you suck. I fucking hate you. Got family coming over this weekend again, but I'm torn on that. The in-laws coming over. Listen, every time family comes over, it's always like a 50-50. Dude, I swear to fuck. If 5M doesn't get their shit together, please. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes if like you ever like, you know, at like Thanksgiving dinner or whatever, you're sitting there and like there's always that like couple people in the family that you're just like, ugh, why do they have to fucking show up? All right. I think I know what I need to do. This is traffic stops, search and seizure warrants, search warrants, processing where active warrants may be edited, warrants that are not serving. All right. Okay, I think I know what I want to go with. I think this is a minor violation. I don't know. I'm trying to think what Radish should be looking at for like DAPs and stuff. I mean, he's pretty chill. Elias can ask for detained individuals to provide. All right. All right. All right. I vote the death penalty. Yeah. Nah, I don't think, let me throw in my recommendation of this real quick. One DAP. We're saying, let's do this. So, per the detainment section of the SOPs, LEOs, all right. Actually, I'm gonna hold off on this. I don't think I'm gonna have this yet. I gotta talk to Duncan. All right. All right. God, here I am again. Hello. Fucking paperwork streamer. Just me. I don't read my chat anymore. My chat doesn't exist. I'm sorry. I hate this. I hate having to just sit and do all paperwork. Woo! I do hope everyone's having a good morning and doing well. I have my appointment soon, so I don't know how much longer I'll be live, but I'll figure that out when push comes to shove. See what's up. I mean, I'm dead inside, after all. Yeah, I'm pretty dead inside after all, too. It's okay. Let's see. He's gonna be bald like Flop, my God. Dude, sometimes I stress more about the shit going on in a video game than I do with things in my life. That's crazy. All right. All right, how much you want to bet? We're going to talk about turbos today. Anybody want to put their votes in actually real quick? What are the odds turbos are going to come up? Oh, perfect, Bones. Hey, Bones, can I talk to you real quick? Not to dump on you. I was checking to see if you're on duty. I'll step out with you.
Oh, you're good.
We'll go in the corner. Hey, Ben Bones, you been good?
Good. I'm tired.
I got you. I just want to point your attention to a senior report I just threw up for Radich. He called me. We had an altercation with an incident that just happened before Storm. It was like an hour and a half of fucking going back and forth. TLDR, Radich stayed back with the hostage, which was Rami, and he called me and said, hey, I just want to let you know I fucked up. I realized after I let Rami go that he had a warrant, and I was going through the SOPs to see like kind of what a reasonable that punishment would be for that. And so far what I'm seeing so far is, and I haven't talked to Duncan yet, but he was also on scene. And I have to get his side still. But I was looking at like one DAP for failure to follow SOPs. There's a section in the SOPs under the detainment section that says